I'm Phil Phillips.
And I'm Chip Flanagan.
And this is Channel 96 News. Earlier this week, on Monday, November 20th, the United States Navy sent rescue equipment and crew to assist in the search for the missing Argentina Navy submarine and its 44 crew members. The ARA San Juan went missing last Wednesday along the coast of Argentina. The San Diego-based Undersea Rescue Command departed from Miramar, San Diego last Saturday with the submarine rescue chamber and 4 aircrafts en route to the southern Atlantic where the submarine lost contact. The U.S. Navy also deployed its sailors after the government of Argentina asked for international assistance in the search. The U.S. Navy announced on Friday it will deploy a P-8A Poseidon maritime aircraft to assist in the search, and the U.S. has also offered to fly the NASA P-3 Explorer aircraft. In a statement by the U.S. Navy, the P-8A Poseidon supports a wide range of missions over large bodies of water, including subsurface search and rescue operations. President Donald Trump did tweet his good wishes to Argentina on Wednesday, though he did raise the number of missing sailors by 1. You had one job, Mr. President. One job.
As we all know, Black Friday and Cyber Monday are huge days for the commercial world. Records are being set each year, and this one is no exception. This past Black Friday saw total online sales of $5 million. According to Adobe Digital Insights, a group which tracks 80% of all online sales from America's 100 largest online retail websites, it's expected to rake in about $6.6 billion. That's a 16.5% increase from last year's record sales of $5.6 billion. These extreme sales are due both to lower prices and the novelty of these low prices being limited. An Adobe analysis named Tamara states sales tend to peak around 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday. By that time, she said, shoppers already know what they're getting. They also feel that because these prices are limited, they tend to spend more in general. Despite new records being set each year, it is to be expected as the economy has been following a trend upward in recent years. This Monday is set to be the 6th year in a row that these sales set a new record, and it doesn't look like it's going to be the last. Unfortunately, this increase of online shopping has led many stores, retailers to lose business as more shoppers buy stuff online. Despite this, it is expected that online sales are yet to pass those made in stores this holiday season.
Net neutrality is the principle that internet service providers must treat all data on the internet the same and not discriminate or charge differently by user, content, website, platform, application, type of attached equipment, or method of communication. Today, the FCC has passed legislation that would repeal this idea, essentially allowing ICPs to charge however much they want and do almost anything they see as fit or necessary. Fox News argues that the rules discourage the ICPs from making investments in their network that would provide even better and faster online access. It was also said on Monday that the 5-member Federal Communications Commission will vote 3-2 in favor of repealing the regulations. The vote is scheduled for December 14th. Rather unsurprisingly, the Fox News article is ambiguously in favor of the act, since it would repeal governmental laws restricting business. However, from the beginning of an NBC News article about net neutrality, it is clear on their stance. It is titled, "The Backlash is New." Got net neutrality. Since net neutrality was enacted by President Obama, it is easy to see why a liberal news station would be against its repeal. In the article it says, Google and Facebook released statements on Tuesday saying that they were disappointed and expressed concern for the effect that changes could have on consumers. NBC was true to its liberal standpoint, supporting the importance of the bill in regulating the internet. From the chairman of the FCC, when it comes to an open internet, Twitter is part of the problem. The many viewpoints on net neutrality make it difficult to determine which is more valid. One thing is for certain, though: if it passes, there will be major changes to the internet we know and sometimes love.
Yeah. Just yesterday in Northwest Sinai, a Sufi mosque was raided by over 30 thought to be ISIS members. This is considered to be the deadliest terror attack on the country's soil. Over 230 people were killed so far, and over 100 injured. The mosque is known as the birthplace of an important Sufi cleric. Sufism is a branch of Islam that some devout Muslims consider unconventional. President Trump tweeted on the attack, saying, "Horrible and cowardly terrorist attack on innocent and defenseless worshippers in Egypt."
The world cannot tolerate terrorism. We must defeat them militarily and discredit the extremist ideology that forms the basis of their existence. The White House also responded to this, saying the international community must continue to strengthen its efforts to defeat terrorist groups that threaten the United States and our partners. We must collectively discredit the extremist ideology that forms the basis of their existence. Egypt had been facing a lot of problems with ISIS forces before, but after this attack, the president made it clear how big this fight with terrorist groups really is. The president of Egypt vowed to respond to the attack with brute force. Fortunately, Egypt was able to retaliate by bombing multiple locations where ISIS has set up camps. The president of Egypt has also declared 3 days of national mourning for this attack. More on this in the coming week.
Now to commercial. Now to our field correspondent Ethan O'Connor regarding Leandro Ball and the incident in China.
Three UCLA men's basketball players who became involved in an international incident in China that compelled President Trump to release them all admitted that they indeed shoplifted in Hangzhou. They have been suspended from the team indefinitely and all have issued apologies for their actions. LeVar Ball, father of one of the basketball players, LiAngelo, failed to praise our president for getting them out of China, did not even acknowledge Trump. Who is what LeVar had to say when questioned about the president helping during this incident. Obviously, Trump did not respond to this, since pretending not to know Donald Trump is the most hurtful insult to him. Last Sunday, the president tweeted out, "Now that the three basketball players are out of China and saved from years in jail, LeVar Ball, father of LiAngelo, is unaccepting of what I did for his son, and that shoplifting is no big deal. I should have left them in jail." This tweet was followed by another just 6 hours later. Out of all of the conflict going on in our society right now, North Korea, gun violence, etc., he chooses this to spend his attentiveness to. His later tweet stated, "Shoplifting is a very big deal in China, as it should be, 5 to 10 years in jail, but not to Father LeVar. Should have gotten his son out of jail during my next trip to China instead." China told him why they were released. Very ungrateful. Who knew Donald Trump, our outspoken president, could be such a delicate little snowflake?
Thanks for watching.
Make sure to tune in next week for Talking Coffee with the host, Doug Williams. This is Channel 96. I'm Phil Phillips.
And I'm Chip Flanagan.
Take care.